A jury found Steve Lawson guilty for his involvement in the death of Crystal Rogers. WLKY's Alexis Matthews has been in Bowling Green courtroom there all week and joins us live. Alexis?
And they were still saying that
Hey Jennifer, it took this jury just 2 hours and 20 minutes to reach a guilty verdict for Steve Lawson on 2 charges, tampering with physical evidence and conspiracy to commit murder. And it took them even a shorter amount of time to recommend 17 years in prison. Now, as that verdict was read in the packed courtroom, there was not a dry eye, particularly from the Ballard side of the courtroom. Sherry Ballard, you can hear her wailing. Now, after 10 years, they have the first conviction and just a glimmer of justice in Crystal Rogers' 2015 death and disappearance. Now, today, Steve Lawson took the stand in his own defense as the final witness. He did try to convince jurors that his only involvement was moving Rogers' car at the ask of Brooks Houck, her then boyfriend. Now, he claimed back in July of 2015, he took his son Joseph to get the car and then picked him up when it broke down on the Bluegrass Parkway. Now, he admitted to moving the driver's seat to appear that Crystal Rogers was the last person in the car and not his son. Now, the defense also tried to convince jurors that the prosecution's evidence fell short of proving that Rogers was murdered, asking, where's the proof of who killed her and how she was killed? Now, the prosecution countered, saying they do not have to prove that Rogers was killed because Lawson knew the plan and took action, including conspiring to help Brooks Houck. Now, during the sentencing phase, it was emotional for both sides. We heard from Crystal Rogers' daughter, Tori, who was 11 years old at the time that her mom disappeared, and she needed tissues to just talk about how her mom is missing major milestones in their lives, including her getting married very soon. Now, Steve Lawson's mom apologized to the Ballard family, saying that they've been digging and searching for 10 years, and just speaking from a mother's perspective, she just gave that sympathy for them. Now, prosecutors told jurors to give him everything you can. He took the children's mother, even calling Lawson a murderer. Now, before that, the defense did ask the jury to have mercy on Lawson. Now, the jury did recommend 17 years, and that final sentencing will be held on August 6th in Nelson County to have the judge give Lawson his fate. And this wraps up day 4 of what was supposed to be a 5-day trial, but it seems like it was a very speedy process. And we tried to get reaction from the Ballard family, but they are just not ready at this moment. I believe they mentioned that they may talk to media after Brooks Houck and Joseph Lawson's trial, which is scheduled for next month. Live in Bowling Green for you tonight, I'm Alexis Matthews, WLKY News.